we finally got an update on the Punisher special presentation. So let's get right into this. So if you don't know, the Punisher, who appeared in Daredevil Born Again, Jon Bernthal came back, reprised his role as the Punisher, and we saw kind of the way that ended the way Daredevil Born Again season 1 ended, especially for the Punisher, what happened there with the whole cage thing and, Fisk, whatever you want to say, the way he escaped. And that kind of set up for what was going to happen in what we thought season 2, but then we found out later in, what was it? I think it was in February. I might mess with the timeline a bit, but we found out that the Punisher is going to get his own special presentation, which means it's not a show, it's not a movie either, but it's pretty much, just think of it like it could be like probably around an hour or so type of, think of it like an extended episode, and it'll have its own story in there about the Punisher, and it'll be like a whole story that'll be fleshed out, and will be concluded by the end of it. And also, so the reason why we were hyped about that is because we're like, we just want to see more Punisher, more Jon Bernthal, and also found that he's co-writing it. So those are the main things. Those are the main things to know going into this. And since then, we've pretty much been waiting for a significant update, and we did hear at one point. I think it was back in May. Shout out to Josh from Den Nerds, because I heard this about him. I heard this from him back in May, and he was pretty much saying that Daniel RPK was reporting that the villain for the special presentation, the Punisher one, was going to be, I don't know her name. I only found out about her from him back in May, and it's supposed to be likely Ma Gnucci. And I didn't know. I'm like, who the hell is this? And pretty much Josh, he went down. He kind of explained what the story was, the origin story, and the connection to the Punisher and stuff. I'm like, damn, it's kind of deep. But before we get into that, Daniel was the only one reporting that was like early on. That was in May, and we didn't really know anything else about when it's coming out. Anything we just know 2026 is supposed to come out, and we don't even know when. We'll get into that as well later. But pretty much, we now got a report from Nexus Point. They're a very good source. Honestly, they've been spot on quite a bit, and they pretty much corroborated the point that Daniel RPK was reporting, which is that the villain is likely Ma Gnucci, because it's supposed to be female crime boss. And then to refresh my mind, I went on the fan wiki page and just read about her again to just make sure I get a better understanding, because that was back in May when I first heard about what she, her origin story. And yeah, bro, it's actually deep. It's actually deep. So pretty much she's like crime boss. She kind of has like a crime family type thing, organized crime. And the way it was sounding, it was like, it's insane. So the reason why this is hyped, that people who have read the comics are hyped about this, is okay. It's very dark, which is what we want from the Punisher. So it fits that first, I guess, checkbox there. But the next thing is that, man, oh my god, it was hella deep. She literally loses her legs. She let me make sure I get this right, because she literally loses her legs, which is I can't believe it, bro. It's actually insane. But yeah, let me go down here. But she loses her legs. Pretty much she's trying to go after the Punisher, and then she has her whole family and stuff, and she tries to kill the Punisher a lot of times, and the Punisher always also tries to kill her off, and then he thought she died, but no, she didn't die. Let me read exactly what it says here. It says the Punisher, blah blah blah. The Punisher outsmarted all. Okay, so Ma offered Frank, blah blah blah, and it says finally Frank. Okay, the very next night, Ma and a few of her remaining soldiers found Frank Castles at the Central Park Zoo. Despite being outnumbered, virtually unarmed, Frank managed to fight them off, killing soldiers and feeding Ma to a pack of polar bears. And then it says 10 days later, Ma was still alive, having lost both arms and legs. So also her, I forgot another component. Her arms and legs are both gone, while being horribly scarred. Understandably, she was much disturbed, and then one of her cousins, and then kind of turned into another whole thing. But yeah, that's the main thing to know. Bro, she literally loses. It's hella dark. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm not even doing it justice. It also has a connection to the mayor. I think, if I'm not wrong, she has some type of power over the mayor. So over Fisk in this case, I'm guessing it'd be, because if you connect it to the ending of season 1 Daredevil Born Again, you see how that works. And yeah, I'm like, damn, this is absolutely insane, because we got this. This is being reported back in May, and then we got more details about it now. And so that means if another source is saying it, it's more than likely true. So yeah, I recommend going on to the wiki page if you don't know, or reading the comic run, whatever it was, to find out about this, because yeah, this is absolutely insane. I can't believe, I'm not doing I'm just kind of just briefly saying, I guess, the bare basics about who she is. But yeah, I recommend if you want to know more. Yeah, yeah, pretty much she's trying to set a whole bunch of bounties on the Punisher. The Punisher thought he killed her, and then he didn't, and then the Punisher, she thought she killed the Punisher, he didn't, and she didn't. And it was like a whole bunch of like twists and stuff. It's kind of insane, especially like the whole dark aspect of it, and then also how she kills her cousins or something. Bro, I'm like, what is going on here? What is going on? This is, and then also there's part of Daredevil's involved, and then Deadpool gets involved. Obviously, we're not gonna see Deadpool. I highly doubt that, but yeah, it just sounds absolutely insane. Like, yeah, bounties. I don't know. It's everything you want. It's in there. Yeah, so it looks more than likely this will be the villain. Okay, so that's the first part that we got news-wise today about the Punisher special, the special presentation. Next part is that the Punisher special is set to begin shooting in mid-July and continue through the first week of August in New York. So the reason why it's significant is because we didn't know before, we knew the release is 2026, but we didn't know anything about when they're going to start filming, anything about that. Last we heard was pretty much when they first announced it, and now it's that Jon Bernthal is going to be co-writing this. And that's about it. So from that, I assume they're still in like very early development, that they were still writing. That's what I thought. But it turns out, damn, this means they have a script done. The script is done. And also another reason why this is significant is because I see it in here. It says, this will be following Daredevil Born Again Season 2 shoot, which is expected to wrap in the next few weeks, allowing Bernthal to move directly from Daredevil Born Again into the Punisher special. That's what it is. Like, that's insane. So he's pretty much shooting back to back, essentially. So it's going to be a nice little flow there for Jon Bernthal. And he's busy. He also had the Odyssey going on as well. I don't know, bro. He's having a crazy year next year, especially with Spider-Man Brand New Day as well. So he has like 4 projects coming out next year. 3 of them Marvel. 1 of them Christopher Nolan. Absolutely insane year for Jon. You know, I'm hyped for all those. But yeah, the reason why it's significant is because we finally know the shooting date. And obviously you can tell by this, it says it shoots beginning in the middle of July and continue through the first week of August. So that's about maybe 3 weeks at most. And that makes sense because they said it takes about like in Hollywood like a week and a half to 2 weeks to film like an episode TV, assuming it's like 40 minutes or something around there. So it makes sense. They're filming a special presentation, which is around an hour, give or take. It could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. So that gives them enough time. Also, I think Marvel usually puts in extra time, maybe like in this case, an extra week, in case of reshoots and need to like tinker some stuff because, you know, sometimes the shots just don't work. They don't go as you want it. And it's, you need to do stuff again, redo stuff. So everything is set there. So if you're thinking this is too short of time, it's not. It's just because of special presentations. The length of it is like, just think of it like an extended episode, pretty much lengthwise. So this makes sense. And shooting's right after Daredevil Born Again. So we still don't know, like, yeah, we know that Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is coming out in March of 2026, but we don't know when, like, what month in 2026 the Punisher special is coming out. And considering the ending of Daredevil Born Again Season 1 and, like, how that ties into the Punisher, I'm like, is the Punisher special going to come out before? So early 2026? I mean, January, February? Will they have those two that close? I don't know. Or would it come out after Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which is in March? And you got to keep in mind that if it does come out after, they're going to have like week-to-week episodes for, the most part. So that's going to be like at least a month and a half or so. And I don't know if they want to release them that close to each other. So that will put you in like mid-April or so. So will we see this by May? And if so, I'm hearing like, because we know that Jon Bernthal, his Punisher, is going to be in Brand New Day. So we also, when we heard that news, we're like, okay, wait, we might have Daredevil Born Again Season 2 and maybe the Punisher special presentation lead us into Brand New Day. Because we also might see Daredevil in that. That's kind of looking like more of a possibility now. Because the movie seems more grounded and with the confirmation of the Punisher in it. So a lot of moving components here. But that stretch of 2026 is looking insane. But I expect it to come out before Brand New Day, obviously. So before July. But it could come out in January, who knows? Because also keep in mind, this is way shorter, so it would take way less time to work on. They can easily make this and put it out like in no time, essentially. Whereas Daredevil Born Again, they're gonna be done shooting in, it said July. Next few weeks, so by like July. And that's gonna take a little bit more time to edit. Which is why they had the buffer period of a few months, like a good amount of time. Was it August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March? So they had about like 8 months to work on it, to edit it, post-production, stuff like that. Which makes sense because it's a whole show, whereas this is only a special presentation. So it could come out before, it could come out after, but no later than July. So if it does come out before, I expect it to come out like January or something. But if it comes out after Daredevil Born Again Season 2, I expect it to come out in like May. I think May sounds about right. But yeah, let me know what you think about that down below, about that whole release date. And just overall, I'm very excited. Like, this is, this project, I'm very excited. Usually I'm not excited about the Marvel, Disney Plus stuff, anything, but the special presentations I've hit. And if I'm not wrong, what was they had the Werewolf by Night. That one was good, and they also had the Guardians one. I think those are the two. I might be forgetting, but yeah, that's all we really know about the project so far, just to keep you up to date. It even says in here, the report that from Nexus Point News, says plot details currently under wraps, what's likely to follow Frank Castle as he escapes Wilson Fisk's private prison. So that's what it says. But yeah, let me know what you think down below about this. Yeah, crazy details. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be hella dark. If you think what we saw for the Punisher in the Daredevil Born Again Season 1, especially the latter episode, was dark, we're gonna get even darker. Okay, we're getting way darker with this. I don't know how they're gonna do the polar bear scene, if they even do that. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know, man. I don't even know. Can't wrap my mind about this. But yeah, let me know what you think down below about this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Peace.